In this video, I'm going to explain how to make profitable Shopify sales using Google Shopping ads. I know a lot of you guys want to crush it with Google Shopping because it's literally growing at such a high rate. People are just going straight to Google to look for your products and they want to go ahead and buy them. So you need to understand these tips I'm going to be sharing in this video so that way you can actually see the most success with your Google Shopping ads for your Shopify store. So let's get right into it, guys. The number one thing that I want to start off telling you guys is that you have to focus on the 20% of products that bring in the 80% of the sales. You just want to put all into your best sellers because that's what's going to truly get you the best results when it comes to Google Shopping. Some products aren't really going to get you as much sales as others because they may not have enough search volume. They may not be in demand when you check Google Trends and do your market research. It just may not be the perfect season, right, for that product. So when you're optimizing and going through your campaigns, looking at your conversion rates, your cost per conversions, and you're doing your optimization, noticing what you want to stop or take out of the campaign, segment out of the campaign, you need to make sure that those best sellers are getting majority of the attention. And what you want to do is, if you guys haven't already, check out my video where I show you how to set up the campaign step by step, and I'll have that video down below. But you want to make sure that you implement taking those bestseller products and putting them into its own campaign, because when you start up a Google Shopping campaign, if you do not set a filter, what's going to happen is all the products are going to be getting tested in your store, and that's perfectly fine. That's how I teach it in the free video that you guys will see down below. But what you want to make sure that you're doing is taking those products out and then scaling them with a single product campaign where you take that item ID, put it into its own campaign, and go ahead and run it from there. When you do that, you want to make sure that you're utilizing, this is the second tip right here, utilizing negative keywords. A lot of people use Google Shopping as a set and forget. Okay, unless you're doing some type of automatic bidding strategy like Google Smart Shopping, you need to make sure that you're optimizing your keywords. Okay, so you need to make sure you go into the campaign, right? Go to keywords, look at your negative keywords, look at your search terms, and go in there and add negative keywords and use a specific match type, right? So when you're adding negative keywords, it needs to be a specific match type. Majority of the time, we usually use exact match type when we're adding negative keywords. And the reason why is because we don't want to use a broad match keyword in our negative keywords and stop any search volume or search queries to be able to bring clicks to our product. So that's a little bit advanced, but you definitely want to make sure you optimize the campaigns. It's super important for your profitability because you can spend a lot of money on keywords that aren't bringing in sales. And if you really focus on the keywords that are bringing in the most sales, your conversion rates are going to increase. Your click-through rate, all your competitive metrics, all those different things are going to start to increase because you're putting all your attention on what's working the best for your product. And this also takes me to tip number 3. When you're actually doing your keyword optimization and adding native keywords and everything, once you start to see what keywords are really performing and generating a lot of the sales, you can use a lot of this data to go back and optimize your title of your product, right? Because your feed optimization is super important when it comes to your Google Shopping success for your Shopify store. You got to make sure that you're using these keywords that are giving you very high conversion rates and wonderful click-through rates, and go ahead and put them inside of your title. Because if a customer is searching this up and they're constantly buying, once they search that up, you see that there's a high conversion there. You want to make sure that the customer sees that in the first couple of in the title, right? That those first couple of words, it needs to be that keyword, and it also needs to be in the first sentence of your Google Shopping in the description of your product. So what you guys need to understand for your feed optimization, which is what me bringing the fourth tip, is that if you are running Google Shopping ads on Shopify, which most of you guys are, then you need to be using the Google Shopping feed app. I see a lot of people using the Google Shopping app, and I completely understand why people are doing that, but there's tons of benefits with the Google Shopping feed app. They've even just created a new feature where we can actually do the conversion tracking using their app rather than using other apps that are charging additional fees. So it really comes in handy, and it even installs the dynamic remarketing tag into your store, and that's super important when it comes to retargeting, which brings me to the fifth tip. You need to make sure that you are retargeting your traffic, because guys, a lot of individuals coming to your websites are not purchasing on that first visit. Retargeting is one of the most key essential aspects to e-commerce because it brings an omnipresence to your brand. Okay, so you need to make sure that you're going out there and retargeting, and this is what we like to teach our students inside of Ecom Mentors program, right, at ecommentors.com. Definitely check out that program, and check out the links below for the free Facebook group that we also have where I go live. We talk more in depth about this, and I definitely suggest, if you're looking to go ahead and start your campaign, I should have a video below, and if you want to go a little bit more advanced, I definitely suggest checking out the program that we do have available down below. So guys, I hope these tips really help you with your Google Shopping success in your Shopify store. If you have any questions or anything you feel like I left out, definitely leave it down below, so that way I can make a new video about it. And stay tuned for more videos talking about Google Shopping tips that you can implement into your store, and some of the things that are really going to help you see success. So thank you guys so much. Peace.